Great morning, my students. I want to welcome you all to this online teaching and learning series. Today, we are going to discuss on manufacturing industry as our topic, and here our behavioral objective that at the end of this lesson, you students should be able to explain meaning of manufacturing industry, the characteristic of manufacturing industry, how manufacturing industry is being classified, and also some of the factors that is affecting the location of our what industry. The manufacturing industry is defined as the industry that is involved in the turning of raw materials into new products by a mechanical or chemical process at home or in the factory. So, turning of raw material into finished product is mainly the activities that is carried out in manufacturing what industry or company. So the following are the characteristics of manufacturing industry. Most Nigerian industry rely on imported skilled labor from foreign countries, and most industry also depend on foreign country for their raw materials. Industry are concentrated in a few locations, especially in urban centers in Nigeria. Most manufacturing industry are mainly light industry. They are labor intensive, which requires large labor. Their produce is mainly consumed in the local market, and they are large small scale. So labor intensive simply requires what large labor. That means while capital intensive required what huge amount of what money, and at the same time use of different machineries in production. The industries in Nigeria are classified into the following, which is light industry, consumers goods industry, and heavy industry. Light industry, they produce relatively lightweight goods such as matches, television set, electricity, farms, and books, and so on and so forth. So they employ mainly the service of women. It's only female that normally work. The total breakdown density of people working in that kind of industry, in this kind of light industry, is mainly on female. Then we have consumer goods industry, which turns raw materials into consumable goods, and they're normally located in the city. So like turning fresh tomato into tin tomato for preservation purpose and for long term usage. Then we have heavily industry. Heavily industry, dem provide or produce bulk goods, and dem employ the service of mainly male, not female. So we have the factors that is affecting the location of an industry in Nigeria, and the number one factor is the proximity of the source of raw materials, that is the distance from where the raw material are to where the industries are sited. Most of raw material in Nigeria are produced in the rural settlement, so getting them down to urban settlement for transformation, it will take a huge time, and at the same time cost of transportation and many others. So we have nearest to market. Nearest to market is one of the factor also that affect the location of an industry in Nigeria. So if your industry is sited in urban settlement where there is large market, and not so the society are demanding more of your production, it will lead to increment in productivity and supply. Then we have nearest to the source of power. Source of power like electricity, where there is constant electricity, it will help the industry to manufacture different products at the same point in time. Availability of labour, and also in the urban settlement there is high tendency of labour than in the rural settlement. The availability of capital, there is enough capital before you can start up any industry. Adequate transport network is very very important. You need to consider the transport network of every industry that will be cited. The reason why Dangote company is moving and is also working massively is because of the provision of transportation network. All the goods are conveyed by their truck, and some government policy also affect the location of an industry, and government not being stable also affect the productivity of an what industry. All these are manufacturing industry. I want you to take look at them. Stay safe, remain blessed.